Hello, this video will be covering the very basics of how the human ear processes sounds. It will also be starting with a very brief overview of how sound waves work. So, sound waves are a mechanical wave, which means that they are caused by disturbance in a medium and they propagate through that medium. So you can hear sounds propagate through air or water, but this is why you can't hear sounds in space because they can't propagate through a vacuum. And the most important part to focus on for anatomy today is going to be frequency, because we can see through a certain part of the ear how the brain is going to process sounds of certain frequencies later on. But let's start off with the general auditory pathway. Pretend a little sound wave is going to go through this ear canal, and then it's going to hit this eardrum over here. Now it's elastic. This bottle cap doesn't really do it justice, but because of the fact that it's elastic, the sound wave is going to vibrate this eardrum and it's going to shift these three inner ear bones. The most relevant here is going to be the stapes, which is this little wrench shaped thing, and it's going to hit the oval window of this organ called the cochlea. Now this is what's going to start off that process of the brain transforming these mechanical waves into electrical signals so that the brain can actually process them. Now, the cochlea is a very complex structure. We're going to use a slapstick ruler as an example. It's rolled up. Unroll it, face it forwards, and pretend it's a cylinder and cut this part off. This is going to be a cross-section of that cochlea. Now, when the oval window over here gets hit by the stapes, it's going to shake the fluid inside the cochlea, and it's going to be located in the scala vestibuli, scala media, and the scala tympani. And by shifting these fluids, it's going to move certain hair fibers that are going to be present later on, that are going to be between this basilar membrane and the organ of Corti and the tinctorial membrane. And the shifting of the basilar membrane and the tinctorial membrane is going to cause hair cells to turn to create electrical signals. You can see the fluid in the background. The basilar membrane is going to vibrate from the shift in the fluid, and so will the tinctorial membrane, and that's right attached to those hair cells. And there's going to be 4 rows of hair cells. There's going to be the outer hair cells, inner hair cells. As you can see, they're connected to that auditory nerve, which is going to be connected to the brain, and so electrical signals to be transported that way. Here's a closer look at the basilar membrane. At the base of the membrane, you're going to have higher frequency sounds processed by the brain, and at the end, the apex, you're going to have lower frequency sounds processed by the brain. And that's just a very brief overview of how sounds work.